Chasing external success without taking care of your inner self will eventually drain you. We live in a society that prices material success above all else. This has conditioned us to believe no one is successful until they have a sufficient level of material wealth to flaunt. Hence we work hard day and night to amass these things at the expense of our inner happiness. Nothing is wrong with desiring to drive the best cars, live in a mansion, and be on top of your career if that's truly what you want and value. But you have to take care of yourself while you work towards your material goal. It's sad that most people hardly stop to consider the cravings of their minds and soul. True success must reflect wellness in every area of your life, and that means you can't call yourself successful if you live an unhappy life, struggle to make relationships work, and wake up to a job you aren't passionate about. It doesn't matter how much you have in your bank account. Start learning to see material wealth as an addition to make life easier, and not the end-all be-all of human existence. It's better to be poor and fulfilled than rich and unhappy, but it's even better to be rich and happy in all parts of life. Yes, total happiness and contentment are truly attainable, but before that can happen, you have to decide that you want it and then go for it. True success is total, physical, intellectual, emotional, and spiritual well-being. The monk who sold his Ferrari is a fable about a hotshot lawyer who sacrificed his life and happiness for material and career success, only to later feel empty on the inside. Externally, he was a highly successful lawyer and a very rich man, but that was all he had. He spent so much time working that he had no time for himself. His hard work paid off in the form of material and career success, but his spirit was broken and he kept having emotional problems. He was divorced and unhappy. It wasn't until he decided to throw everything away and go learn the way of the sages of Savannah that he regained his life, rekindled the flames of passionate living, and started living his best life. This summary is about the ancient lessons he learned from the sages. They will help you live your full potential and attain emotional, physical, intellectual, and material well-being, if only you're willing to put them to work. Let's get started. Your mind is your most precious asset. Did you know you have all you need to have all your needs met? That can easily sound like cheap motivational talk, but it's the truth. You have an infinite power in you that, if properly harnessed, would do wonders for you. Pause a moment to think about your greatest desire in life. What's that one thing you so badly want out of life? Is it wealth, happiness, or meaningful relationships? Do you want to start a business, become the president of your country, or do you want to start a fulfilling career as an artist? Whatever it is you want out of life is possible, and the best part is you don't need to go far to get it. All you need to get started is right within you. Of course, you would need to mingle with the external world, and nearly everything we want in life will be influenced by external realities, but the most important influencer remains the one inside you, your precious mind. The mind is like any other muscle in your body. Use it or lose it. Robin Sharma. Let's say you plan to become a major software developer. You have this raging passion to build software solutions that would greatly impact humanity. Naturally, you first need to get educated in software development. That education is an external reality, and many things can happen to stop you from completing your education. You may fall ill, fail your exams, have difficulty financing your projects, etc. Bottom line is, things will go wrong one way or the other, but nothing external can stop a resolute mind. This is just one example of how important your mind is. However, not all minds are equal. Your mind is only productive to the degree to which you nurture it. If you treat it like a garbage dump, that's what you get in return, but if you nurture it as you would a precious garden, it will birth treasures for you. Your mind was given to you as a gift, but what you do to it determines the result it births for you. How do you nurture this precious asset? Fill it with positive and empowering knowledge, and always look out for negative thoughts so you uproot them immediately. Attack negative thoughts right when they enter your mind. You really can't afford the luxury of even one negative thought. Once a line of thought is permitted in your mind, it begins to brood and grow. The thoughts you allow in your mind would take root and bear physical fruits. For example, if you just got into law and for some reason believe that you can't win one particular case because of the opposition you're up against, and you don't do anything about it, you would eventually end up not winning the case. Here's why. By permitting that negative thought, you shut down your ability to find ways to win the case. But assuming you knew about the magical powers of your thoughts and focused your mind on winning, you would start seeing ways to make it happen. Thoughts are things and they produce tangible results. Unless you're a monk who has been practicing positive thinking all your life, you would occasionally catch yourself thinking things you wish would never happen. But there's a way out. It's a technique called opposition thinking. This technique involves replacing your negative thoughts with positive and empowering ones. The reason this works is that your mind can only focus on one thought at a time. So, the next time you catch yourself in a stream of negative thoughts, just shift your mental focus and start thinking about positive things. It will help to use images, videos, or music when replacing your thoughts seem difficult. The only secret to lasting happiness is finding and pursuing your life's purpose. There are a few things all humans have in common, and one of them is the desire for lasting happiness. Adulthood becomes difficult when the things we do don't excite us anymore. If you were lucky to have had a loving caregiver as a child, then you probably enjoyed most of your childhood days. Being a child is easy because you don't have to worry about anything. You're so innocent, and nearly everyone you encounter will love you. But once you start climbing the teenage ladder into adulthood, things begin to change. You suddenly have to be responsible for your life and every action you take. Survival can become so hard that happiness will be shut out of your life. The older you get, the more responsibility you have, and the less happy you become. This is the story of far too many adults. In fact, many people wish they could be innocent kids again. But life wasn't designed to be endured, it is meant to be enjoyed. Hard to believe, but it's the truth. The key to happiness in adulthood is to discover purpose and spend your life pursuing it. This will bring you untold happiness. You would live with zest and weekends would cease to be your favorite days because you would love your work and always look forward to it. The purpose of life is the life of purpose. Robin Sharma. The grand question now is, how do you find your life's purpose? People try to complicate this stuff, but it's not that mysterious. Your purpose is hidden in your passion and desires. What do you love to do? What is that one activity that even just the thought of it ignites you with passion? Is it singing, writing, or selling? Sometimes, it could be a profession. If the idea of helping sick people recover sounds great to you and it's something you always imagine yourself doing, then that's your purpose right there. Some clues to your purpose include a burning desire for a profession, childhood passions, and the things you're angry about and wish you could help society solve. Ultimately, your purpose will serve humanity in some way. And, just know that you may not know your entire purpose all at once, but by following the clues, you would unravel your destiny one step at a time. It's fun. When you set goals, document them on paper, don't just set mental targets. Goal setting is the secret of achievements. Without clearly defined goals, it's difficult to achieve anything. There are too many distractions in our world, but once you have clear goals, it becomes easy to channel all your energy to accomplish them. 2 goal-setting mistakes you must avoid include a lack of documentation and refusing to set deadlines. The average adult thinks 60,000 thoughts in a day and the subconscious mind neglects most of these thoughts, except the ones that are repetitive and convey emotions. When setting goals, you want your subconscious mind to be fully aware of it because that's where the magic happens. Documentation is a proper way to make this happen. Writing down your goals tells the subconscious mind that your thoughts about it are important. And in fact, you can take it a step further by going over the goals daily. Do it immediately you get out of bed and before hitting the sack. It would unleash the power of your subconscious mind to begin attracting the resources required to make your goals a reality. Every goal you set must meet the SMART criteria: specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and timely. You must attach a deadline to every goal you set. Deadlines convey a sense of urgency, pushing you to work hard and smart enough to make them a reality. Did you know, when you are exhausted or hungry, it will be more difficult for you to say no or maintain a specific goal. Unleash the power of creative visualization to solve your problems. Generally, you have to have some level of knowledge to succeed in any career you choose. Everyone knows this, and that's why people invest thousands of dollars on their education. But what most people don't realize is that education is just the first thing, it's not all you need to succeed. There's a limit to where your knowledge can take you, but when you employ the power of creative envisioning, you would move faster in life. By employing your imaginative side, you would easily come up with solutions to problems in your industry or the world at large. There is absolutely no limit to what you can do with your imagination, but you have to first train it if you want it to produce life-changing results. Your imaginative faculty is like an elastic band. The more you flex it, the more it grows, and it begins to shrink when you don't use it. So, start now and never stop. Use it to solve your personal and professional problems. If you're having troubles in your relationship because you don't understand men, a friend invites you to a relationship hangout where they talk about ways to improve your relationship. Don't just take the information and apply it raw. Pass it through your uniqueness by using your imagination to visualize ways to do so. You can use visualization to create the life you want. This works so well because the mind loves pictures. The mind is a wonderful servant but a terrible master. Robin Sharma. Let's say you don't have public speaking confidence and you have a presentation coming up. You can use this trick. Find a YouTube video of someone confidently making a presentation. Watch it over and over, each time visualizing yourself as the person speaking. Imagine the confidence and flow of words. Imagine you're the one doing all that. Then go back and prepare your slides. Conclusion. The secret to lasting happiness is in fulfilling your purpose. We've dealt with purpose discovery in one of the chapters, but there's something else you must know. Discovering your purpose alone is not enough. You have to take steps towards fulfilling it, and that's where discipline comes in. Without personal discipline, it becomes impossible to make real progress in life, and you would find yourself unhappy even though you have known what your life's purpose is. It's frustrating to know what to do and not do it. Self-discipline is one of the pivotal elements of self-mastery, and it doesn't come as a gift. You have to develop it by practice. The good thing is, the more you practice it, the easier it becomes. A good place to start is by setting a daily benchmark for certain activities that will help you reach your life goals. Your benchmark could be reading 30 pages of personal development books a day, dedicating 1 hour daily to family time, or cold calling 50 prospects per day. Whatever your benchmark is, ensure you reach it every day. Of course, there would be days that you won't meet your targets, especially when you're just beginning to cultivate discipline. But you can fast-track your progress by having a reward and punishment system. The idea is to reward yourself for reaching your target and to punish yourself for failing to do so. This way, your mind will identify discipline with reward and indiscipline with punishment. Try this. Set daily targets for every goal you have and determine a reward system that you can sustain all through the term of the goal.